My name is Mia. I lived a steady life. I woke up on time. I cooked simple meals. I spoke with a few close friends. I felt secure. I trusted every day to follow the same rhythm. I did not look for excitement. I liked calm moments. I liked routine. My world felt easy to understand. I worked in a small office. The place stayed quiet. People kept to themselves. I liked that. I reached my desk every morning and opened my files. I checked numbers. I wrote notes. I answered short calls. My chair felt familiar. My desk felt familiar. Nothing ever surprised me. One morning started the same. I walked to work. The street felt peaceful. Cars moved slowly. I listened to soft music. I carried my bag. My steps felt steady. I reached the office. I sat down. I opened my laptop. I thought about my tasks for the day. Then my phone rang. The sound cut my focus. I looked at the screen. I saw my neighbor's name. She never called me in the morning. I answered. Her voice shook. She said there was smoke near my building. She said something did not look right. She asked me to come home. My heart sped up. I grabbed my bag. I told my boss I needed to leave. I walked fast. I reached the main road. I looked for a ride. I could not stop thinking about my house. I lived alone. I kept my things organized. Everything there held meaning for me. When I reached my street, I saw people standing outside. They looked tense. I saw a fire truck. I saw water on the ground. I walked toward my building. My legs felt stiff. A firefighter stopped me. He told me that a short circuit caused a small fire. He said they controlled it. He said the damage hit only a few rooms. I asked about my floor. He looked at his list. He told me my unit took most of the damage. His voice stayed firm. He said no one got hurt. He said I could check the place once they finished clearing the area. I waited on the sidewalk. My neighbor stood with me. She told me she saw the smoke from her window. She called for help right away. I thanked her. My mind still raced. I felt heavy and unsure. After 1 hour, the firefighter let me inside. The hallway looked dark. The walls looked burnt. My door looked broken. I stepped inside. My room smelled of smoke. My clothes lay on the floor. My books looked ruined. My bed frame leaned to one side. My kitchen shelves fell down. The sight hit me hard. I did not cry. I stood still. I looked around. My safe place lost its shape. My quiet life cracked in one morning. I picked up a few items. Most of them felt damaged beyond repair. I held a small photo in my hand. It survived the heat. I kept it in my bag. The firefighter told me the building needed repairs. I could not stay there. I had to move out. I nodded. I walked out. The sky looked bright. People walked by with calm faces. My life changed while the world stayed the same. I went to my friend's house. She opened the door as soon as she saw me. She made tea. She told me to rest. I sat on her couch. My hands felt cold. My mind jumped from one thought to another. I did not know where to begin. I felt lost. The next day I called my office. I told them I needed a short leave. They agreed. I walked around the city to find a temporary place. Rooms were small. Prices were high. I kept searching. By afternoon, I found a room in a shared apartment. It looked clean. The owner spoke politely. I booked it for a month. I packed the little I saved from my home. I placed the items in 2 bags. I moved into the new room. It felt quiet and strange. I sat on the bed. I looked at the walls. I felt the weight of change settle on me. Days passed. I went to work again. My coworkers asked questions. I gave short answers. I did not want to explain everything. I tried to focus on my tasks. I took long breaks. I felt tired. At night, I lay awake. I thought about my old life. I thought about my steady routine. I thought about the comfort I lost. I wondered why change hit without warning. I wondered how people rebuild. I did not have clear answers. One evening, I decided to visit the remains of my home again. The building still smelled of smoke. Workers moved materials. The hallway looked worse. I entered my room. I picked up a few more items. A notebook, a keychain, a small plant pot. The plant did not survive. I cleaned the pot and kept it. I walked back to my temporary home. On the way, I saw a small community center. People stood outside. They handed out food. A woman waved at me. She asked if I wanted something. I accepted a meal. She smiled. She told me they helped anyone in need. Her voice felt warm. I went there again the next day. I offered to help. They gave me simple tasks. I packed rice. I sorted clothes. I greeted visitors. I spoke with people. They told me their stories. Many of them faced bigger losses than mine. They still carried steady voices. Their strength surprised me. Helping others gave me direction. My thoughts felt lighter. My days gained shape. I learned that I could rebuild my life in small steps. I learned that people support each other in simple ways. I learned that change does not end everything. It shifts things, but it also opens new paths. I saved money. I worked extra hours. I looked for a long-term place. After 3 weeks, I found an apartment. It felt small but clean. I looked at the empty space and felt a calm sense of control. I bought a few basic items: a bed, a table, a chair, a lamp. I placed the photo from my old room on the table. I sat on my new bed and took a deep breath. My life did not return to what it was. It moved in a new direction. I accepted that. I held on to the few things that survived. I let go of the things I lost. I built new routines. I woke up early again. I cooked simple meals. I walked to work. I still helped at the community center. I met new people. I learned new habits. I gained quiet strength. My name is Mia. I started with a steady life. It broke in one morning. I fell. I stood up again. I rebuilt. I moved forward with clear steps. My story did not end with loss. It continued with choice. I learned that you can start again even when everything shifts. I learned that you can build a new life one simple action at a time.